Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Tonight's discussion is centered on professional education. Marami sa inyong nahirapan, no? But we are going to discuss all the items, also all of the choices for tonight. But before that, let's all have our opening prayer. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learn. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right. Now, once again, this is professional education. Please do not forget to like, love, and share our video. Start a watch party, tag your friends. And of course, if you can, please do send us stars on Facebook and super chat, super stickers naman, of course, on YouTube. Maraming salamat po to all our star senders. Again, please do like, love, share our video so that we can already start. And if you still have not followed us on our YouTube channel is also Gurong Pinoy. There's over 500 videos there that can help you pass the let. Okay, so mag-like na po, mag-love ng ating video, and of course, start a watch party, tag your friends, and please do send us stars, help us reach our stars goal tonight, and also super chat, super stickers. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Cheng Hofdal, for sending us your super sticker dito po sa YouTube. Thank you so much po. Again, please do send us stars on Facebook, super chat, super stickers naman. On YouTube, we start with question number 1. Okay, number 1. Which of the following is not an example of a teacher's nonverbal communication? Letter A, eye contact. Letter B, gestures. Letter C, pauses. Or letter D, voice. Please put your answer in our comment box. Thank you, Ma'am Cyril Baliktar, for sending us stars. Okay, what's your choice? Question number 1, tumpak kaya? Number 1, unang-una? Or una pa lang kaya, ligwak na? Okay, we are yet to find out. Okay, what's your choice? I see a lot of letter D's for question number 1. Letter D kaya ang tumpak na choice for number 1. Sir Jimmy Perez Flores, thank you po for sending us stars. Okay, for number 1, which of the following is not an example of a teacher's nonverbal communication? Of course, when you say nonverbal, it does not use words. Okay, so no words when you say nonverbal. But we are looking for something that is not an example of this. Okay, so that means your choice here, the correct choice is voice. Okay, because when you say nonverbal, that means you're not talking. But of course, if you are using your voice, then that's not an example of it. Okay, so letter D, voice, ang ating tumpak na choice. Okay, eye contact is nonverbal, gestures, pauses. These are all nonverbal ways of communicating. Okay, so number 1, letter D, congratulations. Lahat yata ay tumpak, no? Hindi kayo natutulog tonight. Okay, so tumpak the nerd, sabi ni Ma'am Jovelyn. Okay, we go to question number 2. The discrimination index of a test item is positive 0.48. What does this mean? Letter A, an equal number from the lower and upper group got the item correctly. Letter B, more from the upper group got the item wrongly. Letter C, more from the lower group got the item correctly. Or letter D, more from the upper group got the item correctly. Okay, what is your choice for question number 2? Ma'am Louise or Lois Georgina Valles, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ma'am Len Castaneda Kudal Dakil, maraming salamat po for being one of our star senders tonight. Okay, number 2, what is your choice? You are given your discrimination index of positive 0.48. What does this mean then? Okay, letter A, an equal number from the lower and upper group got the item correctly. Letter B, more from the upper group got the item wrongly. Letter C, more from the lower group got the item correctly. Or letter D, more from the upper group got the item correctly. Now, if you are going to check our items or our choices, more from the upper group got it wrong, and more from the lower group got the item correct or correctly. This would mean the same thing. Okay, so B at C nyo po ay parehas. Dapat hindi niya choose either, no? Hindi na B or C yung inyong choice kasi parehas lamang po sila. Kung kukonti lamang yung or kung mas marami sa upper group yung mali in that item, that means mas marami sa lower group yung tama, no? So, eliminated na itong B at C dahil parehas lang po sila. An equal number from the lower and upper group got the item correctly. If equal number po, then that means dapat wala siyang discrimination index. So, more from the upper group got the item correctly is our choice. So, letter D, ang tumpak na choice for number 2. Now, these right here are the different interpretation for your discrimination indices. Now, remember, discrimination index is one of the ways through which we can check the validity of items. No, sa item analysis ito, when you analyze the validity of a certain item, if you want to check whether an item sa inyong test bank is a good item or not, you use your discrimination index and you also use your difficulty index. No? So in this case here, number 2, we are looking for the discrimination index. Kung gaano niya na ipapakita yung difference sa kanyang sa groups mo, yung mga matatalino at mga yung medyo need help, no? So, discrimination index of 0.40 and above, that's very discriminating. It's a very good item because, of course, your interpretation here is that more from the upper group got it correct. Okay, so ito yung hinahanap natin na 0.4 and above because our value was 0.48. Okay, so your tumpak na choice here would be more from the upper group got the item correctly. And you have the different values. No? Pag below 0.10 siya, that's a very poor item. It's questionable and so you have to get rid of it. Okay, so discard the item. Pag 0.10 to 0.19, not discriminating. No? So ito yung kanina. There is no difference. There is equal number of students from the upper group and lower group that got the item correctly, okay? But we were looking for a positive discrimination index and so more from the upper group. Letter D for number 2. We go to number 3. Which among the indicators could be most useful for assessing quality of schooling? Letter A, participation rate. Letter B, cohort survival rate. Letter C, net enrollment rate. Or letter D, dropout rate. Okay, what's your choice? Number 3. Ma'am Zara Jane Graho Gather. Maraming salamat po for the stars. Ganon din kina Ma'am Jocelyn Acabo at Ma'am Thea Grahel VS. Maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ma'am Luz Van, maraming salamat for the stars. Okay, I see a lot of letter B's sa ating comment box. Meron din namang mga nag-letter A. Which among the indicators could be most useful for assessing quality of schooling? Now, ang letter A mo, pwede mong isipin na tama ang letter A, no? Participation rate. Ilan ang students na nag-participate and ilan yung students na nag-enroll. Pero, pag titingnan mo yung inyong choices, letter C is the same thing as your letter A. Parehas lang po yung A at C. Net enrollment rate, ilan yung nag-enroll, at participation rate. Ilan din yung nag-enroll, no? Ilan yung nagpa-participate ng mga students. And the two other choices here are cohort survival rate, ilan yung nakakapasa, at yung di mo naman, ilan yung bumabagsak. And of course, remember, the let is very ideal. And so you do not choose dropout rates, no? Because this is something which is very negative. And so the tumpak na choice here is letter B, cohort survival rate. At ito would give us the idea of the quality of school, okay? Quality of the education in that school. Pag maraming nakakapasa, then that means maganda yung pagtuturo ng school na yan. Okay, so letter B po, ang tumpak na choice for number 3. We move on na kagad, no? Kapag kaligwak, move on kagad. So we move on with number 4. One facet of understanding and evidence of learning is perspective. Which is an indicator of perspective? Letter A, a bright student refuses to consider that there is another correct solution to the problem apart from hers. Letter B, a student explains the arguments for and against the acquittal of Hubert Webb and group. Letter C, a teacher cannot accept opinions different from others. Or letter D, a mother cannot understand why her child's performance is below par. Okay, what's your choice for number 4? Maraming salamat, Ma'am Tracy Arsenal, for your super sticker on YouTube. Maraming salamat po. Thank you. Okay, number 4 na po tayo. What is our choice for question number 4? Ma'am Cernabel Ragpa Gadia, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Okay, what is our choice for number 4? One facet of understanding, we're looking for an example of perspective. So which one is an indicator of perspective? Sabi sa letter A mo, meron kang matalinong estudyante, ayaw niyang maniwala na meron pang another correct solution to a math problem. Letter B, yung isang estudyante mo, in-explain niya yung arguments na laban at arguments defending Hubert Webb and group. Okay? Letter C, a teacher, isang guro, hindi maka-accept na merong ibang opinion sa kanya, no? And letter D naman, isang nanay hindi nakakaintindi kung bakit yung performance sa kanyang child ay very poor. Okay? Now, for perspective, the correct choice will be letter B. Let's take a look at your slide. Okay, so these are the different facets of understanding, the 6 facets of understanding, according to your understanding by design, no, to your UBD by Wiggins and McTighe. Okay, so we have explanation, interpretation, application, perspective, and empathy. Now, when you say explanation, you can express ideas very creatively. No? So um, you can you can exaggerate, you can tell stories. That's explanation. Interpretation, you can utilize your 5 senses. You can use your 5 senses to understand and to interpret what you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you tasted, okay? What you have smelled, that's interpretation. Application is, of course, to use your knowledge in various contexts, okay? So whatever it is that you have learned inside the classroom, you can use it in your daily living. Perspective naman is you can analyze problems from different viewpoints. Nakaka-accept ka ng iba't ibang opinyon, okay? Ng iba't ibang opinyon, ng iba't ibang paniniwala. That's perspective. And empathy, you are non-judgmental, no? So you try to put yourself into the shoes of others. You try to understand what someone is going through, na baka meron siyang pinagdadaanan. And we were looking for perspective, okay? So different viewpoints. And so yung tumpak na choice natin will be letter A. Remember, letter B, I mean. A, C, and D, pare-pareha silang hindi nakaka-accept, no? Hindi nakaka-accept na may correct solution, hindi nakaka-accept na mayroong ibang opinion, hindi nakaka-accept na hindi kaya ng kanyang anak, for example, no, sa letter D mo. So letter B ang ating tumpak na choice for number 4. I hope klaro na po kung bakit number 4 ay letter B po ang ating tumpak na choice. Maraming salamat, Sir Joland Layos, for sending us super sticker on YouTube. Thank you po. Okay, we go to number 5. In the light of the modern concept of teaching, which is a characteristic of effective teaching? Letter A, pouring information to the learners. Letter B, allowing learners to learn on their own. Letter C, developing abilities to address the future. Or letter D, removing the physical presence of the teacher. What is our choice for question number 5? Okay, number 5, what is our choice? Maraming salamat, Ma'am Charmaine B. Pintukan, for sending us super sticker naman sa YouTube. Maraming salamat po. Okay, what is your choice for number 5? I see B's and C's. Again, please do like, love, and share our video. Napaka-importante that you are sharing our video so that we can reach out to more people. Sir Jovi Magcalas Pagyo, the first. Maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ganun din kay Ma'am Catherina. Ma'am Sailin Tampugaw Macno. And kay Ma'am Kim Acabo, maraming salamat po. Ma'am Susana Diola Isla, maraming salamat for sending us stars. Okay, what's your choice for question number 5? Okay, number 5, I see a lot of letters C's, nag-aagaw, C and B. Okay, so again, going back to question number 5, we are looking for the modern concept of teaching and something that shows us that teaching has been effective. When can we say that teaching has been effective? Is it letter A, pouring information to the learners? Letter B, allowing learners to learn on their own? Letter C, developing abilities to address the future? Or letter D, removing the physical presence of the teacher? Now, letter A mo, pouring information to the learners, this is an idea or this is the belief that the learners are empty vessels, no? Empty silang jar. And so you just have to pour in information, no? Yan yung sinasabi ng letter A mo. Letter B, allow the learners to learn on their own. Hayaan mo silang matuto, no, na mag-isa. Letter C naman, develop abilities to address the future. Kailangan mo ma-develop sa kanila yung mga skills, yung attitude, yung knowledge na kailangan nila in the future. And letter D naman, removing the physical presence of the teacher. Kailangan wala ng teacher sa classroom, no? As you can see, letter B and letter D are the same, no? Parehas po yung letter B and D mo. Walang teacher, there's no physical presence of the teacher in the classroom. Letter B naman, allow learners to learn on their own. And sometimes, it cannot be, sometimes it's not productive, no? Because minsan, kung ano-ano na lang yung kanilang pinagtutuunan ng pansin. So sometimes, they can go astray. But when you say developing abilities to address the future, you are preparing your students for the future. And so we say that letter C ang ating tumpak na choice. This one is effective teaching. No? You are preparing them for the future. You are arming them with the correct knowledge, skills, and attitudes so that they can survive in life. So letter C po ang tumpak na choice for number 5. Okay, ito, basahin natin yung sabi ni Sir Johan Arsena. Allowing them to learn on their own, yes, it is applicable, but I think it is better to have the guidance of the teacher as a facilitator. So letter C ang tumpak na choice. Okay, so tama yung mindset ni Sir Johan. Okay, maaari kasing you allow them to learn, pero wala silang natutunan, no? Because hindi sila nag-keep on track. Okay, so number 5, ang tumpak na choice for number 5 is letter C. We go to number 6. What statement is false with reference to Article 8, the teacher and the learners of the Code of Ethics of Professional Teachers? I'm going to give you a chance to read our choices. Masyadong mahaba, no? So take your time. I-read po muna. Ano po ang ating tumpak na choice for number 6? Okay, number 6, ano kaya yung tumpak na choice? Ma'am Emlu Avillanoza, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ganon din kay Ma'am Flor Ellen. Again, maraming salamat po to all our star senders. Ma'am Raylene Duran Ortega, thank you po. Super chatters and super sticker senders, maraming salamat. Of course, maraming salamat to all our sharers. No, it's very important that you are sharing our video, like our video, love our video, share, and of course, start a watch party or tag your friends. Okay, number 6. What is our choice? I see a lot of letter C's for number 6. Aha. Okay, sabi ng number 6 mo, what statement is false with reference to Article 8, the teacher and the learners of the Code of Ethics? Letter A, a teacher shall not accept favors or gifts from learners, their parents, or others in their behalf in exchange for requested concessions, especially if undeserved. No? So, tumpak din yan. Letter B, a teacher shall not inflict corporal punishment on offending learners nor make deductions from their scholastic ratings as a punishment for acts which are clearly not manifestation of poor scholarship. Tumpak din yan, no? Wag papaluin yung estudyante kung hindi ay matutulfo, no? Or hindi din po pwedeng mag-deduct ng rating or mag-deduct ng score kahit na gustong-gusto mo na talagang pingutin yung estudyante, no? So, bawal po. Letter C, in a situation where mutual attraction and subsequent love develop between teacher and learner, the teacher shall exercise utmost professional discretion to avoid scandal, gossip, and preferential treatment of the learner. Sabi ng letter C mo, kapag ka nagkainlaban si ma'am at ang isang estudyante or si sir at ang isang estudyante, they have to exercise utmost professional discretion. Dapat hindi sila obvious, no? Dapat hindi nalalaman, hindi nakikita ng mga kaklase, ng mga nanay na iba, ng mga marites sa inyong kapitbahay na kayo ay may relasyon. Okay? At wala ding preferential treatment. At sabi naman ng letter D, a teacher shall maintain at all ties, all times dapat yan, no? A dignified personality which could serve as model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and others. Lahat talaga nito ay tama. Lahat ng ito nakikita po natin sa Code of Ethics. Believe it or not, ay pwedeng magkainlaban, pwedeng maging boyfriend, girlfriend yung estudyante at yung guro, no? So, konsentidor yung ating Code of Ethics for professional teachers, pwede. Basta may utmost professional discretion lang, wag lang obvious. Pero ang tumpak na choice natin dito ay letter D. Okay? So letter D po ang tumpak na choice. Bakit letter D? We are asked about Article 8, the teacher and the learners, and letter D is part of Article 11. Parte po siya ng Article 11, the teacher as a person. Okay, so lahat po sila nakikita sa Code of Ethics, pero yung inyong letter D ay wala po sa Article 8, siya po ay nakikita sa Article 11. Okay, so ligwakers for number 6. At least sa actual let, alam nyo na kung ano yung inyong magiging choice. Okay, so letter D po for this item. We go to number 7. If you want your students to develop reading comprehension and learning strategies, which one should you employ? Letter A, reciprocal teaching. Letter B, cooperative learning. Letter C, peer tutoring. Or letter D, mastery learning. Okay, what is our choice? For number 7. Ligwak ganern. Anong ating tumpak na choice for number 7? Okay, what is our choice? Okay, number 7, I see D's, A and D. All right, now going back to number 7, sabi niya, no, develop reading comprehension and learning strategies. Which one should you employ? Now, if you are looking at the different choices that we have here, A, B, and C are all cooperative ways of learning. No? So, cooperative learning sila. That means nagtutulungan yung inyong estudyante. Reciprocal teaching. They teach each other. No? Peer tutoring, ganun din. Yung kanyang kaklase, tuturuan yung isang kaklase. No? So, these are examples of cooperative learning. Pero yung hinahanap natin is mastery learning po. Okay? So letter D, mastery learning po yung ating hinahanap dito. You want your students to develop reading comprehension and learning strategies. You want them to master it. Okay? So you want to master. You want your students to master a concept, and so your choice here is mastery learning. Okay? So develop something to master something. Skills, your drills are all part of mastery learning. Okay, so letter D po ang ating hinahanap. A, B, and C are all part of cooperative learning. So letter B po, parte na yung A at C mo sa letter B, no? So pare-parehas lamang po sila. Okay, so letter D yung ating tumpak na choice for number 7. We go to number 8. Blank supports equitable access, but on the other hand, quality might be compromised. Letter A, open admission. Letter B, school accreditation. Letter C, deregulated tuition fee. Or letter D, selective retention. Okay, what's your choice? For number 8. So sad, ligwak. Okay lang po yan, no? Basta sa actual let ay tumpak na. Okay, yan. Si Sir Mark Tyrone Taberao, basahin ko lamang po yung kanyang comment. Hello po, Coach Mac. Maraming maraming salamat po sa mga videos nyo. Pumapasok po lahat ng tinuturo nyo. Tinuruan nyo po ako mag-analyze ng question looking for clues. This June 2022, LPT na po ako. Congratulations, Sir Mark Tyrone Taberao. Okay, isa na po siyang ganap ni LPT. So again, yung tinuturo sa inyo, of course, is how to analyze the questions, how to come up with the correct choice, no? Bakit ligwak ang choice na to? Bakit parehas lamang yung choice A and B? Bakit letter D yung ating tumpak na choice? Okay? So dapat yan yung ma-master natin na skill. Now again, there's so many videos po sa ating YouTube channel, mag-movie marathon. Sabi nga ni Sir Mark Mission, isa sa ating mga top notchers, no, top 7 in January 2022 na let, mag-movie marathon po sa Gurong Pinoy. Okay? Balikan po lahat ng ating videos sa ating YouTube channel. Ma'am Radzata Dizing, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ma'am Janet Ibanez Agatep, thank you po for the stars. Ma'am Miriam, okay, nakikita ko po yung comment ninyo, out of school, no? Out of office hours na po. So, hintayin niyo lamang po yung ating admin by tomorrow. Sigurado pong babalikan kayo. Ito, hindi ko nakikita. Practice lang pala. Palagi akong nagugoyo ng practice na nagpapasalamat. Okay, number 8. This supports equitable access. So that means when you say equitable access, lahat may access, no, to education. But on the other hand, the quality might be compromised. What is your choice? Open admission, school accreditation, deregulated tuition fee, or letter D, selective retention. Okay. Isa-isahin muna natin yung ating number 8, no, supports equitable access, but on the other hand, quality might be compromised. So sabi ng number 8 mo, lahat may access to education, pero hindi dekalidad yung quality, no? So hindi maganda yung quality ng education. Ang inyong choices, open admission, lahat po pwedeng mag-join. Pass all, no? Kahit mahina, pinapasa, that's open admission, no? So lahat po pwedeng mag-join kahit na bagsak sa entrance exam. For example, binibigyan pa rin ng chance maaaring na waitlist. School accreditation, you all know the meaning of school accreditation. Pinupuntahan ng accreditor yung inyong school at tinitingnan yung inyong equipment, yung instructors nyo, yung curriculum nyo. Kung meron silang mga suggestions, binibigay yung suggestions, nire-rate kayo. Deregulated tuition fee, this has nothing to do with quality, no? So, tuition siya kung paano nagbabayad yung mga estudyante. Selective retention naman, merong mga naliligwak. So, for example, meron silang bracketing or meron silang quota score, no? Yung meron silang limit na score. Once hindi nyo na-reach yan, ay hindi kayo mareretain, no? So, selective retention, kung sino lamang yung nakaka-attain ng certain score, sila lamang yung pupunta sa next level. Okay? So we all know that that is a process that they use para maganda yung quality of education nila. We usually see this sa ating nursing students. So meron silang battery of exams, okay? So the correct choice here would be letter A, no? Open admission. Equitable access, lahat may access, pero quality might be compromised. Hindi na maganda yung quality of education. Lahat ng graduates nila, kung inyong titingnan, dahil lahat pinapasa at lahat ay pinapapasok sa school, minsan hindi na maganda yung quality of graduates nila. Okay? So letter A po yung ating hinahanap. Okay? Letter A, again, yung ating hinahanap. Okay, we go to number 9. Which of the following may be the assumptions of behaviorists? Number 1, the mind of a newborn child is a blank slate. Number 2, all behaviors are determined by environmental events. Number 3, the child has a certain degree of freedom not to allow himself to be shaped by his environment. Letter A, 3 only. Letter B, 1 and 2. Letter C, 1 and 3. Or letter D, 2 only. What is our choice for number 9? Okay, number 9 po, anong tumpak na choice? Okay, question number 9. I see a lot of letter D. Number 9, no? So sabi na hanap natin behaviorist. Remember your behaviorist? They say if you want the child to be an engineer, then shape the environment so that the child would become an engineer. No? So sabi ng behaviorist mo, walang choice yung bata kung anong gusto niyang maging, no? Yung bata, yung future niya is determined by his environment. So kung ikaw ay pinanganak, for example, sa family ng doctors, magiging doktor ka din because of the influence of those people around you. Kung ikaw ay pinanganak sa family ng lawyers, magiging lawyer ka din. Pinanganak ka sa family of militaries, for example, no, mga police, magiging policeman ka din. Ganun din sa mga teachers, no? Siguro marami sa inyo dito na um, from family of teachers. No? So kayo ay naging teacher din. So number 1 mo naman, the mind of a newborn child is a blank slate. Ito ay kay John Locke, no, tabula rasa natin. So sabi niya, blank slate, blanco, yung mind ng isang bata. And so you have to put impressions on them. No? On them, impressionism, yung belief ni John Locke, no? Empiricism, sense experience. Yun yung sinasabi ni John Locke. Number 2 mo naman, all behaviors are determined by environmental events. Lahat ng behavior ng bata dahil sa kanyang environment. Yan po yung sinasabi na number 2. Number 3 naman, the child has a certain degree of freedom. Po pwede siya mag-choose and he's free and he's not really shaped by his environment. So this is the opposite of number 2, no? So yung number 3, this is part of existentialism. Okay, so existentialism siya. The correct choice here, of course, would be letter D, two only, no? One mo is not part of your behaviorism, empiricism siya, sense experience, very important. You need to give your child sensory experiences. Number 3 mo naman, this is existentialism. Okay, so number 1, lahat ng may number 1 ay ligwak. Okay, so B and C are ligwak. And number 3 mo, or letter A mo, sorry, ay ligwak din dahil number 3 siya. And number 3 is not part of behaviorism. So, letter D for number 9, ang tumpak na choice. We go to number 10. Self-evaluation allows the teacher to examine one's strengths and weaknesses. The following are forms of self-evaluation, except blank. Letter A, journal. Letter B, self-videotape of class performance. Letter C, evaluation tool and instrument. Or letter D, teacher's quality circle, peer feedback. What is our choice for number 10? Okay, ano kaya ang tumpak na choice for question number 10? Ma'am Ana Marie dapat. Maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Okay, number 10, I see a lot of D's. So sabi ng number 10 mo, self-evaluation, how you evaluate yourself, how you rate yourself. The following are forms of self-evaluation, except which one? Letter A, journal. Remember, journal is a form of self-reflection. No? Ginawa natin ito nung tayo ay nagpa-practice teaching. Hindi ko lang alam sa mga naabutan ng pandemic. No? So practice teaching, you go to a certain school and then you reflect, no, you write in your reflection journal. Pero pwede din naman in some other subjects, no? So journal mo, it's a form of reflection. What did you learn? How did you feel? Your self videotape of class performance, of course, you record yourself, no, kung paano ka mag-perform or paano ka magturo sa inyong klase. Letter C, evaluation tool and instrument. You can use that. You can evaluate yourself by using this tool. Letter D mo naman, teacher's quality circle. You evaluate each other, all of the teachers in a group, for example, you evaluate each other, or you ask for feedback from your peers. When you say peer, this is a person of the same status, of the same class as you do. Okay, so if you're a teacher, dapat teacher din yung bibigay sa iyo ng feedback. Okay? So letter D po ang ating hinahanap. Okay? Because you are giving each other feedback. It is not a form or a type of self-evaluation. Okay? So letter D ang tumpak na choice for number 10. We go to number 11. Which of the following assessment tools would you recommend if one should adhere to constructivist theory of learning? Number 1, constructed response test. Number 2, performance test. Number 3, checklist of a motor screening test. Or number 4, observation test. Letter A, 1 and 2. Letter B, 2 and 3. Letter C, 1, 2, 3. Or letter D, 1, 2, and 4. Okay, ano pong ating tumpak na choice for question number 11? Okay, number 11, what is our choice? Okay, number 11, ICDs. My C. My A. Okay, sabi number 11 mo, which of the following assessment tools would you recommend if one should adhere to constructivist theory of learning? Remember, when you say constructivist theory of learning, constructivism, you don't give the student the definition of the word, but you give your student activities so that the student can come up with his or own definition. No? So, hindi mo binibigay yung meaning ng word, binibigyan mo siya ng iba't ibang klase ng activities so that he or she can come up with his own meaning of word. Constructivist siya. Number 1 mo, constructed response test. Of course, this is part of your constructivism. No? They need to make their own response. Okay? Dapat gumawa siya ng sarili ng response. That's constructed response test. Number 2 mo, performance test. If you are having your performance test, this of course is a type of authentic assessment. No? You come up with your own idea, you perform it on your own, and so you are constructing meaning. You are also constructing meaning. Number 3, checklist of a motor screening test. You are given a checklist, and then you simply put a check mark, okay, on the things that you think you saw. It's the same as your observation test. Now, you trying to observe, you try to look at a person or you try to look at something and then you make some points or make some check marks. Okay, so Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung name nyo. Pa-shout out, sabi niya. And so, ang tumpak na choice here would be letter A, constructed response test and performance test lamang. Yung constructivist, yung inyong letter B ay ligwak because it has number 3. No? So number 3 also for letter C, ligwak po yan. Ang letter D po naman ay may number 4, ligwak siya. Okay, so letter A po, yung ating nahanap, constructed response test only and performance test. The number 3 and 4 are just checklist. Okay, so checklist lamang siya. And so the correct choice is letter A. Kailan po review sa MAPE Major? Na-mention po natin kanina sa first part po ng ating video. No? Balikan nyo po, nandun po yung dates. Okay, we go to number 12. Do not cheat. Cheating does not pay. If you do, you cheat yourself, says the voiceless voice from within you. In the context of Freud theory, which is at work? Letter A, id alone. Letter B, superego alone. Letter C, ego alone. Or letter D, id and ego interaction. Okay, what is our choice for number 12? Okay lang po yung ligwak, no? Basta sa actualet, alam nyo na kung ano yung magiging choice. Remember, marami tayong LPTs na nagsasabing ligwak nung sila yung nagre-review. Pero of course, sa actualet, alam na nila kasi natututo sila. No? So wag po kayong matakot magkamali. Ang pagkakaroon po ng kamalian, no? Ang pagkakamali ay isang epektibong method ng learning. No? So it's a very good way to learn. Okay, so even if you make mistakes, it's okay. The most important thing is that you are learning. Kahit sa pag-ibig, huwag matakot magkamali. Okay? Kahit na busted, okay lang po yan. Go pa rin ng go. Kahit na iniwan, okay lang po yan. No? Meron pa rin nakalaan para sa'yo. So, huwag matakot magkamali. Ika nga nila, marami ka munang ikikiss na palaka bago mo mahanap si Prince Charming or si Frog Prince. Okay. What is our choice for number 12. Number 12 po, anong tumpak na choice natin? Okay, I see a lot of letter B's. Sana all, sabi ni Facebook user. Okay, letter B, of course, ang ating tumpak na choice. So, this is the super ego, okay? So, remember the three parts of your personality according to Lolo Freud. Meron siya na kiss na mukhang palaka, sabi ni Sir JJ. The id, the ego, and the super ego. The ego is a balance between these two. The ego is your idea of yourself. The id, that's the animalistic side. No, walang pakialam si id mo. Sabi niya, I need to eat right this second. So, wala siyang pakialam. Bahala na si Batman. That's your id. Libido, your sexual urges. Yung mga tinatago mong libog, dyan po yan under lahat sa id. No? Yung hunger, thirst, okay, animalistic desires, these are all under your id. Super ego naman, this is the opposite of the id. Ito yung masyadong moralista, no? Yung banal. Ito yung masyadong maputi, no? Banal siya. No? So you can't do that because you're in the middle of an important meeting. So here, of course, that will be your super ego alone. Okay, so letter B po ang tumpak na choice for number 12. We go to number 13. After reading and paraphrasing R. Frost's Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening, Teacher M asked the class to share any insight derived from this poem, on which assumption about the learner is Teacher M's act of asking the class to share their insight based? Is it letter A? Learners are producers of knowledge, not only passive recipients of information. Letter B, learners are meant to interact with one another. Letter C, learners are like empty receptacles waiting to be filled up. Or letter D, learners have multiple intelligence and varied learning styles. Okay, what is our choice? Okay, I see A's for number 13. Wow, Ma'am Christine de la Calzada. Ang jowa daw niya ay id, siya naman ay super ego. Ano pong ibig sabihin yan? Id, may animalistic desire yung jowa, tapos ikaw naman ay super ego, no? So, moralista. Okay, basahin ko lamang to. Excuse me lang, Sir J.R. Gutierrez Sireno. Good evening, Ma'am Mek. Thank you for your videos. It helped me a lot. Mas napadali yung review ko, unlike before. Salamat po, Ma'am Mek. Ang sarap balik-balikan ng mga previous videos niyo po. Daming new learnings. LPT soon. Proud to be Gurong Pinoy. Okay, sa laban lamang, be like Sir J.R. No, balikan po lahat ng ating mga videos. And of course, huwag pong panghinaan ng loob. Kayang-kaya niyo po yan. Kayang-kaya po natin yan. No? So kahit ligwak, okay lang po. Okay, number 13, bakit niya ina-ask yung insights ng mga estudyante? Tinatanong niya yung estudyante, ano yung natutunan nyo? Ano yung naramdaman nyo while reading the poem? Ano yung paniniwala ni teacher? Okay, ang tumpak na choice here, of course, would be letter A. Learners are also producers of knowledge. Hindi lamang sila passive recipients of information. Natututo sila, meron silang learnings from all the activities that they have inside the classroom, and you can learn from your students. Alam natin yan, no? Alam natin yan, yung mga nagtuturo na dito sa inyo. Yung iba ay mga nagtuturo na, or yung iba naman siguro nag-tutor, at meron din namang nung practice teaching tayo, alam natin na natututo din tayo sa ating mga estudyante. Okay? So, letter A for number 13. Learners are meant to interact with one another. It's not merely for interaction, but the teacher here is thinking, the teacher believes that the students can also impart knowledge. Letter C, learners are like empty receptacles. Kabaliktaran ito, no? Yung learners are like empty receptacles. Wala silang ginagawa kundi mag-absorb lamang ng knowledge. Hindi sila dispenser ng knowledge. And letter D mo naman, learners have multiple intelligence and varied learning styles. This is true, pero hindi siya applicable sa ating question. Okay? The question is not asking for letter D. Alright, number 14. Ma'am Janet Colita. Yes, hello po ma'am. Pa-shout out, sabi ni Ma'am Janet. Good evening po. Number 14, these are also known as combination classes, organized in barrios, barangays, where the required number of pupils of the same grade levels has not met the required number to make a separate class. Thus, the teacher apportions class time for instruction to every grade level within class. These are letter A, extension classes, letter B, heterogeneous classes, letter C, multigrade classes, or letter D, homogeneous classes. What is our choice for number 14? Very easy. This is very common na question sa left. Okay. I see a lot of letter C's. And of course, yan yung ating tumpak na choice. So, combination classes are multi-grade classes. So, kukonti lamang yung estudyante sa grade 1, kukonti yung estudyante sa grade 2, sa grade 3, ganun din. And so, hindi na sila sineseparate at wala na ring separate na guro. They are placed in one classroom, tapos dinidivide lamang ni teacher yung classroom, dinidivide din niya yung time niya sa pagtuturo sa iba't ibang level. Okay? So letter C po yung ating nahanap. Letters B and D mo are opposites, no? Heterogeneous. That means your classes are grouped according to their skills. Meron kang grupo na matatalino, meron kang star section, meron kang special program for journalism, SPJ, meron kang special program for the arts, meron kang special program for sports, no? That's heterogeneous, no? Homogeneous naman ay iba-iba, no? Iba-iba yung oh, no, it's the opposite. No? Sorry, no? Homogeneous mo, isang klase lamang, isang ability sila, iisa, that's homo. Yung heterogeneous mo ay mix na yung students mo, iba-iba na yung kanilang abilities, no? Mix, hetero means many. So iba-iba yung skills nila, yung abilities nila, pinagsama-sama. Yung homogeneous mo naman, very exclusive yung group nila. May SPED, may Special Science, may SPJ, may SPA, may SPS, lahat ng klase ng programs. Okay? Extension classes mo naman, usually would say extension campuses, yung mga nasa malalayong lugar, mga external campuses. Okay? But we are looking for letter C, multigrade here. We go to number 15. Which of the following is not part of the teacher's role as a judge of achievement? Letter A defines the ability levels of students. Letter B evaluates students' level of achievement based on standards. Letter C determines who will be promoted or retained. Letter D provides accurate information to students. What's your choice? Mm-hmm. Ayan, si Ma'am Cindy, meron siyang comment dito. Yung co-teacher ko na pumasa sa LET, nag-blow out kanina, nag-watch lang daw siya kay Coach Mac for a month lang. Pero ayan po, passer na siya. Okay? So, wag po kayong panghinaan ng loob again, no? So, kayang-kaya po natin yan. Okay, what's your choice? Number 15. I see a lot of letter D's. Hinahanap natin sa number 15, no? Sabi ng number 15, as a teacher, our role, no, one of our roles is to judge the achievement of our students. That means we give the scores, we evaluate our students, kailangan bang ipasa, no? May ipapasa ba ng estudyante yung aking klase, or ligwak ba yung aking student sa aking subject, no? Kailangan ba niyang balikan? Okay, so yan yung sinasabi ng inyong judge of achievement. So we define the ability levels of students, we evaluate their level of achievement, we determine who will be promoted or retained. Ang tumpak na choice, not part of this role, is to provide accurate information to students. Parte ito ng role mo as dispenser of knowledge. Okay? Ito ay parte na ng inyong pagtuturo. Okay? So letter D po for our number 15. Okay? So number 15, D ang tumpak na choice. We go to number 16, which is the most reliable tool of seeing the development in your pupil's ability to write. Letter A, portfolio assessment. Letter B, scoring rubric. Letter C, interview of pupils. Or letter D, self-assessment. Sabi ni Facebook user, effective po bang vitamins ang Memo Plus Gold? Hindi ko po alam, sir. Hindi po ako nag-try ng Memo Plus Gold, no? Pero itry nyo po. Pero wag nyo pong itry na on the day or just a few days bago mag-test, ha? So, siguro ngayon, try nyo muna at you try to check if it's effective or not. Okay, para wag po kayong magulat or wag kayong manibago, no? So, try nyo kung effective sa inyo. Baka case-to-case basis din po, baka effective sa iba, hindi naman effective sa inyo. Because remember, we have different learning styles and we have different intelligences. Okay, 16, I see a lot of letter A's. Ano ba sa letter A po yung ating hinahanap dito na portfolio assessment? Your hint is development. Remember, when you say portfolio, it is a collection of students' work. Okay, so mula nung una, draft pa lang, mali-mali, lahat ng mga check ng yung mga ni-revise ng teachers nandun. Okay, so letter A, portfolio po yung ating hinahanap. Not a scoring rubric. Scoring rubric is yung points lamang, no? Ilan yung points for this, ilan yung points for that. Interview, of course, you know the meaning of interview. And self-assessment, the student will be the one to assess himself. Okay, so letter A yung ating hinahanap for number 16. Number 17, the inability to retrieve or access information when needed is letter A, forgetting, letter B, amnesia, letter C, lack of focus, or letter D, lack of understanding. It is very easy. Okay, gusto mong i-retrieve or gusto mong ma-access yung information, pero hindi mo kaya. Okay, so what's the answer for number 17? Ayun, merong sumagot dito. Effective daw po yung Memo Plus Gold, pero ang effect is 1 month. So while reviewing now, mag-take na para ma-remember on the exam day. Okay, yan yung sabi ni Ma'am Joanna. Okay, 17, I see a lot of letter A's. The inability, hindi mo kayang ma-retrieve yung isang information kahit na gusto mo. Okay, the correct choice here, of course, would be letter A. Okay, so tumpak po yung letter A. Forgetting is the tumpak na choice for question number 17. Okay? All right, we go to number 18, which is not among the major targets of the child-friendly school system, or CFSS. Letter A, all school children are friendly. Letter B, all children 6 to 12 years old are enrolled in elementary schools. Letter C, all children complete their elementary education within 6 years. Or letter D, all grade 6 students pass the division, regional, and national tests. Okay, what is our choice? Number 18. Ma'am Lay Banks, sabi ni Ma'am Lay Banks, no? Paano po i-print? Na ipiprint po ito, once you open the PDF, i-control P nyo po, no? Para control print po siya. And then, i-check nyo po muna yung settings kasi baka po pag nag-print kayo, isang slide per page. Okay, so yung inyong pong gagamitin, i-check nyo muna po yung settings nyo bago po kayo mag-print. Which is not among the major targets of the child-friendly school system. Okay, I see a lot of letter D sa ating comment box. Meron ding ilang letter A's. Okay, ang tumpak na choice natin dito, although merong mali no, sa ating choice, ang tumpak na choice here would be letter D. Letter D po ito, no, yung ating tumpak na choice. All grade 6 students pass the division, regional, and national tests. We all know that this is something that is impossible. Hindi naman po ito po pwedeng mangyari na all grade 6 students pass the division, regional, and national tests. Now, ang letter A mo, meron pong mali sa choice sa letter A, no, dapat, okay, meron pong mali sa ating letter A. Dapat all schools are child-friendly. Yan po yung pagkakamali sa letter A natin, although we were not able to correct it. No? So, yung letter A mo, iba kasi yung magiging interpretation nyo sa letter A if this is stated this way. No? Kasi sabi ng letter A mo, all school children are friendly. Dapat dito, all schools are child-friendly. All schools are child-friendly. That means all children, all types of kids, meron bang kapintasan, meron mang meron mang disability ay accepted, no, included, hindi siya exclusive na school. So that should have been the words that were used here for letter A. Letter B, all children 6 to 12 years old are enrolled in elementary schools. Tama po yan, no? Kahit ngayon, yung kinder po ay a must na, no? So required na siya. Letter C mo naman, all children complete their elementary education within 6 years. Dapat walang dropouts. Yan yung sinasabi ng letter C mo, which is correct. Letter D, all grade 6 students pass the division, regional, and national tests. This is not part of your CFSS. Okay, so parte na po siya sa goals ng ating education as a whole. Okay, so mali lang po yung words ng ating letter A. Pero letter D po ang tumpak na choice for number 18. We go to number 19. Vox populi est supreme lex is a Latin expression that means what? Letter A, the supreme being is God. Letter B, no one is above the law. Letter C, the voice of the people is the supreme law. Or letter D, it is the popular choice. Okay, what's your choice? Number 19, matulog ng sapat, mag-relax, huwag pilitin kung hindi kaya mag-review kasi wala ring papasok sa utak kapag hindi ka ready. Mag-aral kung saan komportable, kumain ng masustansyang pagkain at higit sa lahat, manalangin. That's coming from Sir Renzo Baniquet Salazar. Tama po yan. Okay, so yan yung tinatawag nating learning plateau. Okay, so common question din po yan sa LET, no? Pag sinabing may dalawang common questions sa LET with regard to learning plateau, yung unang question is, what would you do if you see that your students are no longer participating and the students are no longer taking in information? Okay, so hindi na nagtitake in ng information yung students mo. And as a teacher, what you would do is to stop teaching or to change your technique, no? You change your teaching strategy. Iibahin mo yung strategy, hindi puro lecture, for example. Now, another common question with regard to learning plateau is, what would you do if you have been reading for, say, 4 hours and you feel like you are not absorbing any new information, wala ka nang na-absorb, hindi na pumapasok sa isip mo. And your choice there would be stop and take some rest. No? So, rest ka muna. So, tama yung sinabi ni Sir Renz or Sir Renzo, no? So, kapag pagod na, mag-rest ka muna. Ganon din sa pag-ibig, no? Kapag pagod na, take a break muna. So, lahat ng bagay, kapag in excess, ay hindi po maganda, no? So, kahit na pag-ibig, kapag in excess na yung pag-ibig mo sa isang tao, wala ka nang tinira sa inyong sarili, hindi na po maganda. Ganon din sa pag-aaral, okay? So, tandaan yung dalawang questions na yan with regard to your learning plateau. Okay, we go to number 19. Again, number 19. 19 natin dito, Vox populi est supreme lex. The correct choice, of course, is the voice of the people is the supreme law. Vox populi, that means voice of the people. Supreme lex, of course, is the supreme law. So letter C, ang tumpak na choice for number 19. We go to number 20. At the pre-operational stage of Piaget's cognitive development theory, the child can see only his point of view and assumes that everyone also has the same view as his. What is this tendency called? Letter A, transductive reasoning. Letter B, animism. Letter C, egocentrism. Or letter D, conservatism. What is our choice for number 20? Okay, number 20, I see a lot of letter C's. Okay, so sabi ng number 20 mo, yung sabi ng bata or nafe-feel ng bata na kung ano yung iniisip niya, ay ganyan din yung naiisip ng iba. Okay? The correct choice here would be letter C, egocentrism. Tama po yan. No? Selfish yung bata at this stage. Okay, that's egocentrism. What I feel, what I see, what I think, you also feel, you also see, you also think about. Okay, yan yung sinasabi ng egocentrism mo. Letter A, transductive reasoning is one that is between your inductive and deductive reasoning. Yung animism mo is very wild imagination, no? So, kinakausap niya yung pintuan, kinakausap niya yung electric fan, kinakausap niya yung wall. Okay, he thinks or she thinks that everything around him or her is has life, no? So yan yung animism. Conservatism naman, the child already believes or the child already knows that kahit na ilipat mo sa isang baso yung 1 ml na tubig from a narrower glass, nilipat mo siya sa mas malapad na glass, alam na ng bata na 100 ml pa rin siya. Hindi siya naging less dahil nilipat mo siya sa mas maliit na baso, no? So that's conservatism, conservation na yung hinahanap or yung sinasabi ng inyong conservatism. Okay, and so the correct choice here is letter C, and that ends tonight's discussion na medyo loading tayo, medyo mahirap talaga yung Prof Ed. Pero ayan, iwasan niyo pong magpuyat. And of course, balik-balikan po lahat ng ating videos. Huwag pong sumuko, no? On Wednesday, we are going to have your general education. Then of course, we'll have professional education again. Sa mga may major po, start na po ng majorship live sessions ninyo with your coaches on Saturday. And then every Saturday, Sundays po yan. I-check nyo po yung ating schedules. Pag meron po kayong question, mag-ask ng question sa ating Facebook page. Okay? But that ends tonight's discussion. We will see you again on Wednesday. This has been Coach Mike of Gurong Pinoy. Of course, I leave you the saying, sabay-sabay po tayo. Maliit man na butil ng mga kaalaman, ang dulo nito ay malaking kaginawaan. Maraming salamat, and good night.